the 7th generation farmer. Then we have the 8th generation. I have nephews who are farming with us. So we are a living, working family farm. I grew up here. I grew up working on the farm with my sister, and we were able to work in the field when we cut cabbage. We started out doing the menial stuff, putting boxes together, and then we moved up and we became cutters and packers, and our dad kind of left us in the field to help oversee what was going on.
Wow.
And then when we harvested potatoes, we worked in the field and here in the grader at the same time. So I grew up in it and got away from it, and it came back. Yeah. I think I had always known this is what I wanted to do, but I graduated from Meredith in 1977, and it was a different day and time then than it is now. A lot of things weren't as open to women as they are now. Although my mom and dad were both very much forward thinkers, and I guess when I look back, and what really reinforces that for me is growing up. I have 2 sisters and a brother, and they didn't designate the girls to do house chores. He had to do dishes just like we did, and we had to cut grass just like he did. And we all worked on the farm at some stage, growing up, doing different things. But when I graduated from Meredith, I worked as an underwriter for North Carolina Farm Bureau for 2 years, for 2.5 years. And so my dad offered me the opportunity to come home to work on the farm, which is what I wanted to do. So I left Raleigh and came here and have been here ever since.
Oh, right.
So I am in charge of selling the potatoes every day, and we can generate 8 loads basically a day, and whatever we don't sell that day, that means you have that much more to sell the next day. So typically in the summertime, come in at 7. I take inventory of the potatoes that are in the cooler. We grow 3 colors, the different colors, the different size containers, the different size packaging that they're in. So in case somebody calls, I can say, yes, we have it. And also, I do inventory to make sure when trucks show up for that day's shipments that we have everything that's supposed to go out on that truck.
Yeah.
We're here at least until 8 or 9 o'clock.
Wow.
There have been times when we have been here as late as 1 o'clock at night.
Oh my goodness.
And when the next day we get up, we come back the same time and we start all over again. The saying here is, dry weather scares you, wet weather kills you, and it's true. We'd much rather have a dry year than have a wet year. We stand to lose more, but we also stand to gain more. In 2006, we had gotten potatoes all the way up to June, which is we're about 3 weeks away from harvest. We get an 8-inch rain, which is devastating.
Yeah.
And it was rained so much that the water couldn't get out of the ditches. Well, less than a week later, about 5 days later, we got another 6 inches of rain.
Oh my gosh.
So we had fields underwater, and we ended up actually not being able to harvest everything. And then some of what we did harvest, the quality was not a number 1 quality, so we ended up having to sell them as number 2s.
Yeah.
Things that you have no control over.
Exactly.
Can affect you in a mighty big way. We are non-organic, but at the same time, we do try not to overspray or over-fertilize. I think sometimes people think that farmers are guilty and we just go out and just put out fertilizer, we just go out and spray to spray, and we don't care where we spray or how much we spray. That is not true. For one thing, economically, we cannot afford it.
Right.
It's like throwing money out the car window. Oh, we eat a lot of potatoes. I would dare say that if I cook 6 nights, we eat potatoes 5. And the thing about a potato, it's very, very versatile, and you can cook it so many different ways.
Yeah.
I'll probably work as long as my health allows
Really?
it. It's a great life. It's a demanding life at times. In the winter time, it's our slow time, so we're able to do different things. Of course, starting now through really October, we're busy. Not so busy that we can't take a little bit of time, but June and July, we're married to here.
Yeah.
We're here far more than we are at home.
Right.
You know, when our kids were small, we missed ball games, and you miss some things because you just have to be here.
Right.
But it's a great life.
Yeah.
It's the opportunity that our children growing up could work in it. It's great. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah.